Hello and welcome to Spirit Among Us. When understanding that Jesus is the King of Kings, sometimes it can be easy to get caught up in just that and forget the price he paid to earn that title. There was much that Jesus had to fight through and to sacrifice in order to earn that title, in order to earn that throne. First of all, Jesus lived the perfect life. Hebrews chapter 4 verses 14 and 15. Since then we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God. Let us hold fast our confession. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who in every respect has been tempted as we are, yet without sin. Our high priest, Jesus himself, lived the perfect, sinless life while he was here on earth. He was tempted. He was the only one to ever walk this earth without giving in to that temptation. He was the only one to ever remain spotless. And the verse makes it clear here that he did face temptation. He did have the same weaknesses that we face while he was in human form, but he did not give in. On the contrary, he stood against temptation. He stood against Satan. He stood for God the Father. His whole life goal was to do the will of his Father, and he accomplished that. He stood faithful until the end, and he never sinned. And after living that perfect life that no one else could, Jesus then took the cross for us. 1 Peter chapter 1 verses 18 and 19. Knowing that you were ransomed from the futile ways inherited from your forefathers, not with perishable things such as silver or gold, but with the precious blood of Christ, like that of a lamb without blemish or spot. The precious blood of Jesus was shed for us on that cross, shed for our forgiveness, shed for our redemption, shed so that we could be adopted into God's family, shed so that we could be given eternal life, shed so that we could be made new. And all this he did not do unwillingly, but Jesus chose to march forward to the cross. He knew the pain that was before him. He knew what it cost, what it would take. But he chose to sacrifice himself for the sake of us all. After living a life worthy of absolutely no condemnation, he took on the whole condemnation of the world. And when we realize that Jesus lived this spotless life and he died for us to take our place, we have to remember that we were never worthy of this sacrifice. Romans chapter 5 verse 8. But God shows his love for us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. While we were dead in our sin, Jesus paid the ultimate price and died for us. While we stood condemned, while we were on our way to eternal condemnation, he died for us. He took that cross, and he didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve that wrath, that pain, that beating, that death, but he took it. He chose it. He took our place, and he earned that throne. Jesus went through all that, through all these things out of his love for us. He paid the highest price, and he is rightfully seated upon his throne. So let us not forget what our King has gone through to earn the throne he sits on. Let us not forget the precious blood that Jesus spilt for us. Let us never forget that Jesus is worthy of his throne. Thank you for watching, and God bless.